Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier, and today we're going to be talking about Gracie and MCC. What if Gracie joined MCC? Also, I lied in the intro, my name is not Markiplier, I am Wolfeei Extras. Either way, today we're going to be talking about what if Gracie joined MCC. Grace is one of the most highly requested people to join MCC, or at least the Canon MCC, I should clarify, probably as per the title of this video, for her choice to Canon MCCs, because she was in MCC Rising 2 on the pink team, together with Akko, Apokuna, and all of Sleepy. And Gracie was on that team too. So that was the team. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about what if Gracie joined the Canon MCCs, the regular ones, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, Grace is one of the most requested people. We'll get into that in a bit. This is Grace's Twitter. If you want to follow her, go give her a follow. Next up, this page, she ranks 3rd. You know what that means? Above me! And I mean, it makes sense. Also, I should clarify, before I get into Grace's description and explanation or whatever for this thing, this post is not about the most, most requested, it's about the most likely, according to this person. Whenever MCC Season 4 gets announced, I'll make my own list of who I think will be the most likely, because I don't think I'll be very high up, but that's for later. Anyways, let's talk about Grace. Grace ranks 3rd on this person's list, and the description says Grace is part of MCC Rising 2 and is a community favorite to join and has been highly requested to join. He has chill vibes. I thought it said has chill vibes and probably wouldn't sweat. Also a based team games enjoyer. And then people linked with are via Breathman, Owen, Tabo, Aimsy, CPK, Beckymon, Dark Eyebrows, and other are Pirates SMP members, myself, and MCC Rising 2 players. Okay. Now, okay. Let me say this. I mostly agree with this. I think Grace is a community favorite. I think Grace is a highly requested player to join. I agree that Grace has pretty chill vibes. However, Grace is a sometimes. She's not a sweat in terms of like a UHC player sweats, try hard, crit you out from behind, you're dead type of situation. But like, she is competitive, okay? She has a competitive edge to her, and sometimes she's serious, okay? She's locked the F in, all right? Also, she is a base team games enjoyer. That's true, as far as I can recall, at least. I think when Order Up got announced for Block Wars, she was quite happy. She also, I think, is the #1 Blitz Hunt enjoyer. So yeah, she probably would like the miscellaneous games most in MCC if she got a chance to play them again. I don't know, I don't remember at least what she liked the most from Rising. I don't know if I have spoken to her that much since, but yeah, for the most part, this is pretty accurate. People linked with, it's a little bit limited. I did my research, and from Discord mutuals and just Twitter followers, there are obviously, followers is not a very great metric, I guess, to follow for whether people know each other, but it makes for some interesting combinations. Either way, she actually knows a decent amount of people. I thought Grace didn't know that many people. I thought her connections were mostly the SMP folk and then maybe some of the Block Wars players. But she actually has a bit of a larger reach, which is good. I mean, that's great for MCC. Either way, next up, different. Ignore my face in the bottom. I'm not supposed to be pink. I don't know why they did that to me. Grace is also someone who gets put onto team predictions a decent amount. Quite a lot, actually. Possibly the most out of the requested newcomers. Almost more than Curryway. Possibly because I think people wouldn't include Curryway at most of the time because he is a good player, and adding good players is something that I don't think Scott at least will do very actively. But someone like Grace, I think, will be a lot easier to incorporate. If she is still on the radar for Scott, at least, I think she probably is. Either way, here's some types of teams that they make. I mean, this is a very odd example, but Quig, Zahut, and Kara plus Grace. I'm sure it works. I don't think Grace knows Quig or Pete, or maybe she does. I don't know. As far as I can tell, she doesn't. As far as I recall, she doesn't, but maybe. Anyways, before we get into Grace's Rising performance to gauge her skill, etc., she has the biggest sample size from Block Wars. She has played 10 events. 2 of which were spin-offs, so I did not include those for the event, rank average. If you do want to see it, this is with those included. Almost played every single Block Wars event we've hosted, with the exception for Block Wars 9 and also Block Wars 10. Either way, So she ranks 27th average in the normal events, I guess, the regular events. 100% bridges win rate and a pretty decent point average. I would say that in MCC, she would probably rank around here, considering MCC is a lot more competitive nowadays. But maybe she could get higher. I think, I mean, if she was in MCC, I feel like she would take it seriously, obviously. I mean, she would also definitely bring good vibes, but she would not take it for granted, okay? And she would try. And I think she will be able to get above at least, like, 25th. I think her range would probably be, like, 20th to 25th, like, not peak, but, like, the high end usually, and then I don't know if she'd be a bottom 10 player. I doubt it, but maybe. I don't know. Either way, her games that she excels at in Block Wars are Blitz, Hunt, Order Up, Party, and Spleef. Those are the 4 miscellaneous games, and those are her 4 top games, so I think the same could apply to MCC. She is very much a team games enjoyer, and luckily MCC has a good handful of those for her to participate in. Thus, let's move on to this. When she played in Rising, she got 19th. That's decent. I think she did. Was she the 3rd or 4th frag on her team? I don't remember. Let me check. Individual total. She was barely the 4th frag on the team, which obviously doesn't really matter. Either way, her best performances, according to Wolfeei stats, were Battle Box was her top game with a 10th place performance. Sense of Time, average rank 5. How does that work? Is that team? I don't know. I'm confused. Either way, yeah. So Battle Box was her best. Tied with Build Mart in terms of placement, but that's obviously team split. Also, it's a team game, so I expect her to do pretty well. Grid Runner, she did good in. SOT, I think, was a bit of a learning curve, so I think that one didn't go entirely to plan. Ace Ray, she did pretty decent at. SG was decent. And then Meltdown, I mean, Meltdown is very situational. Rock Refresh is also very much a learning curve. So, across the board, pretty solid. And that leads us to the final point, or almost final point. Teams. Now, there's a very, ignore the pink team for now. Let's start from the bottom, or the top, not the bottom. We'll start from the top. Okay, top. I think red team is probably the best way for Grace to be introduced, maybe, or maybe not. I mean, it's not necessarily the best way. I think it's one that Grace would possibly very much appreciate. Since it's an all-women team, I know Grace really was a big voucher for that, I think, in Block Wars previously. Either way, Jojo, Hannah, and Elena, I think, would be good vibes for Grace. I think that'd be fun. It's like good vibes, competitive edge, and that's what Grace is, so it works. Okay, I think that's good. Nice. The W team, in my opinion. Orange team, it's your orange juice team. But with Callum and Shelby, good vibes with a competitive edge. I think that's good. Yellow team, Dave, Wally, and Kara. Still, same thing. I mean, it's more competitive leaning with a fun edge, I guess. But this feels like it would be more of a not try hard team, but like a trying team, if that makes any sense. Lime team is your Hermitcraft-esque team. As far as I could tell, Grace only knows false from the Hermitcraft, group of people. I could be wrong, but from what I could tell, it was just false. So they get Rye Guy as the 4th member, I guess. Also, I mean, the team does need a little bit of an extra helping hand in terms of balancing, so that should work out pretty well. Also, let me throw out the disclaimer, as per usual, teams are not going to be balanced, because why would I balance them? That would be a nightmare. Okay, then moving on to green team. Purpled, Ryan and Eret, fun team, fun combo, same thing. Fun team, competitive edge, other way around, works the same. Same with Lime team. I think Lime is more a vibes team, but it could also be a trying team. Cyan team would be pretty fun. I have accidentally made the Twitch Rivals red team, but with Jack Manifold / Michael McChill replaced with Gracie. Does that make it, is that a problem? No. Is that still a good team? Yes. I like this team. I think the Cyan team would be a cool way for her to also get introduced. I think this would be a great first event team, if possible, obviously. So yeah, also, I don't know if I already said the players. Fruitberries, Tubbo, and Bekyamon. Same thing, good vibes, competitive edge. Let me skip this song real quick. Okay, there we go. Aqua team, you got Ampharos, Punk, Red Velvet. Would be competitive with a fun edge, I think, probably, possibly. Blue team, now blue team, I had Lizzie, but I tried to just incorporate as many recurring players, I guess, actively recurring players as possible. Ignore pink team. Either way, blue team I think is just a builder team, right? As far as I can remember, I mean, Sniff is a builder, Grace likes building. Joel I think is I think Joel does building, or at least used to. Scott also builds things, so that's a builder team. I like that, good team. Purple team, if I didn't put Shane and Grace in the same team, people would have probably commented about it, so there you go, they're on the same team. With Martin and Ollie, I mean, those are two people that both of them know for different reasons, obviously. I mean, it could work. I mean, that could be a pretty fun team, I think. And then pink team. Pink is your okay. Pink, I always make the non-canon, super like unlikely hype team, etc. type thing. I noticed, you know, if you don't know already, Pokimane made a tweet being like, "I'm gonna follow some people." Reply. I was checking, like just a second ago. I didn't know Grace got a Pokimane follow, so I guess we're gonna put Pokimane on a team with Gracie, and she's followed by Dream, Grace that is. I assume from the clothing thing, I could be wrong. And she was on Sapnap's Lover Host, so they know each other, I think. So that's why the team is like that. Is it a controversial team? Yes. Is it gonna happen? No. Does it matter? No. Either way, and then there's some remaining connections at the bottom. I did not include Amy, as much as Amy would have made a lot of sense to be in here, because people commented that despite me already knowing that Amy said that they don't plan to play an MCC regularly, which we'll see if that's true, but as much as I'm aware, people still say, why would you include Amy? They literally said that they're not playing anymore. So there you go. Here, you're happy now? Now Amy's not on the team. Now Amy's crying, okay? Hey, that's not my fault. Your fault. Anyways, thank you for watching. Let me know which team is your favorite. Let me know what type of team you would like to see Grace have. Also, to not forget, let me conclude the video. What if Gracie joined MCC? Should Gracie join MCC? I think Grace makes for a good candidate, especially in the current sphere of MCC, the current status of MCC, where there are a lot of very high competitive players. I think it would be nice to throw in Grace into the mix, as Grace is a middle placing player, maybe lower middle placing player, who will bring some good vibes. Is also highly requested by the community, so I think that's good. Also, Grace is good for more women representation in the community, which is always nice to have. Something that I know Grace has at least strived for quite a lot in the past, and I think she would love to be an extra helping hand in that cause. Either way, thank you all for watching. So yeah, conclusion, by the way, if that was too many words, yes, Grace should be an MCC. Yeah, I think that'd be a good thing. Should Grace be one of the first people to be added? Probably. I think Grace is a case of like Poke, where if Poke got added now, it'd be like fun, but like Poke would have made a lot more sense and would have been more hyped to be added like 2 years ago. So I feel like if Grace should be in, she should be in now, unless she, I don't know, has like a massive pop off or does something. I think just now is the best time. Okay, that's it. My vouch, yes. Thank you for watching. See you later. Goodbye.